Let's discuss inputting patient payments using AutoApply. First of all, notice the total balance for the patient. In this case, it's $30. Now, click on the Payment button. When you're entering the payment screen directly from the transaction screen, the source of payment defaults to patient. If you want to input an insurance payment, you would change it to Insurance. If the payment was received from another patient to be applied to this patient's account, click the Other option and a browse list of patients will appear. Because the patient is usually making a payment on their own account, we default the information to the patient themselves. Under the Notes button, you would want to indicate any special circumstances for this payment. On the upper left, the drop-down boxes and radio buttons that we've highlighted apply to an insurance payment. We'll discuss those in a later tutorial. On the payment screen, the upper white box displays open or unpaid items. The balances will be listed in chronological order, with the oldest open balance appearing first. In the bottom white box, items will be listed as they are paid. In other words, as you pay off items in the top white box, they'll move to the bottom white box. In the center of the screen, you can change the items that are displayed. By default, Clinic Pro displays the outstanding balances and includes any family member charges. If you want to see all the charges, even if they have a zero balance, click the All Charges box. Family members are those that are linked by a responsible party. You can also choose not to see outstanding balances for family members. On the right side of the screen, the payment detail is displayed. If you have the multi-location version of Clinic Pro and are entering a payment that will not be dispersed against line items, Clinic Pro considers this a credit. Choose the location where the credit is generated. Below the location indicator is the rest of the payment detail. If you enter the detail information, it will be totaled on your day sheet so you can balance against it. The date paid and the check date default to the date on the computer when the payment is entered. You may change these if you wish. One word of caution: if you change the date paid to a different date and you print the day sheet for the current date, the payment will not appear. It will only appear on the day sheet for the date of the payment. This will be true if you print the day sheet by service date and not by entry date. On the bottom left corner of the screen, you may choose the way that the open or unpaid items are displayed. By default, Clinic Pro displays these items with the patient number first and then the patient name. You may choose to display the items by patient name only and not see the patient number. You may also choose to display them by Control ID, which is the underlying key assigned to each transaction line. When we choose this option, we can even choose to display all insurance charges. On this screen, we've chosen to display all open items linked by responsible party. Note that we have items for both Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. Minnie Mouse is the responsible party for Mickey. When we make a payment, we can pay against items for either patient. One last feature to discuss: the AutoApply button. This is a very special shortcut that you can use for patient payments. The AutoApply feature keeps your accounts receivable updated. Instead of manually applying patient payments, you can click the AutoApply button and let Clinic Pro disperse the payment. To disperse payments using AutoApply, type the amount of the payment in the upper right box and choose the correct payment details. Then, click AutoApply. The line of service drops to the lower white box, indicating that it has been paid. Click AutoApply again. The second line of service drops to the bottom white box. Notice that there is still $7 remaining to be dispersed. When you click AutoApply again, the $7 is dispersed against the third line of service. Since that line of service is not totally paid off, notice that there is still a balance remaining. When you've dispersed all of the payment, click Post. The payment now appears on the transaction screen with some of the detail in the lower left box. If you want to view the payment again, double-click on the payment line and it will take you to the payment screen again. This concludes the AutoApply tutorial.